Are you stuck in all or nothing dieting mindset? Hi, I'm Petra Blend and I'm your host for today. And today we're going to be discussing how to move away from all or nothing dieting mindset and move away from all the extremes approaches that are out there and how to create a routine that makes you feel feeling the best version of yourself. Let's be honest, most women don't fail because they are lazy. They fail because the fitness and wellness industry keeps selling us extremes. And today I'm going to hopefully call it all out. Especially, I feel women 40 plus are being targeted with having all different types of workouts and supplements sold to us. When really what works is basics around movement and nutrition, and I'm going to cover all that today. I'm also going to, right at the very end of this episode, going to do a little exercise with you. So make sure you listen all the way till the end, and I will help you to just create something towards the end of the episode to help you finish today feeling better. So, how things have changed for me. I am in my mid 40s, and in my 19 not 19, I was maybe in my teens, so late teens, and most of my 20s I was just following all sorts of different diets and trying to exercise to be slim. I had my daughter in my mid 30s. So things have changed because my body has changed after I gave birth. And I kind of came back on the cycle of dieting again, but the weight didn't seem to shift at all. And I remember last thing I did was some kind of 30-day shred that was promising these amazing results in 30 days. And I remember doing like 100 star jumps in my daughter's bedroom while she was napping in my bed. And I was exhausted. It was awful. It was really, really awful. Um, and I didn't really know how to I didn't really know what to do. Then she was maybe 1 or 2, so she was comfortably walking, toddling around. And I remember being in the park, and I got to the park, and the first thing I looked for was a bench to sit on. And I sat down on the bench and I just kept watching her play. And I actually had like a really emotional moment then, thinking, why am I sitting here and why am I not playing with her? And the reality was I was just really tired. She didn't sleep properly, so I didn't sleep. And I didn't feel my body very well. I didn't really know how to. I did exercise, but like I said, they were all kind of unstructured workouts. And it didn't make me feel better. It was really, really hard. And it was then when I was sat in that park when I realized I want to be out there with you. I want to be playing with you. And that's when things changed for me. I did hire a personal trainer who has helped me to create a workout and then look at the nutrition to help me create a routine that works for me. Um, I just used to do a lot of cardio. I never really even thought about strength training until I started lifting weights. I've got like first photos or videos of me lifting weights when she was maybe 2.5. So this is like 8 years ago. So what actually sustainable fitness means, and especially if you feel like it is so impossible to find the time or to have time. So personally, I do not think you need to be in the gym for an hour and a half every time you go in. Currently, my workouts are anything between 20 to 40 minutes. Um, so lifting weights 2 to 3 times per week and adding sustainable cardio into routine, something that you enjoy, something that makes you feel good. Definitely daily brisk walks, being outdoors. Um, when we look at food, we need to start looking at food as our fuel, because our body needs the fuel. It's the energy we're putting in that we then give out. And it's really important to understand your eating habits and any cycles that you feel you are potentially recognizing, either sticking to something Monday to Thursday and then throwing the towel in from Friday all the way to Sunday and starting on Monday, or feeling like it's really the overeating, for example, in the evening, and just recognizing the cycle, because if you recognize your cycle, it's much easier to break it. I also think we live in times where it's almost like 25 years ago. Like we've got social media is flooded with celebrities that don't promote health and strength, but promotes like being the smallest version and shrinking version of themselves, when really that's not what fit and strong looks like. So prioritizing fitness and strength over shrinking is a really, really big shift. And I also think that your progress should be measured by the energy you have, by how you feel in your body and in your mind, and things that you can do as a result of looking after your health and fitness that you couldn't do before. I have clients who say, I want to go on holiday with my children, and I want to be able to jump in and out of the water and climb up and down a million times with them, and having all the fun. I also had a client who wanted to walk mountains with her children. So, and it's all those things that you are able to do as a result of looking after your fitness. They are much better. Like when you focus on that, it just brings such a different perspective to the whole dieting mindset, because you will move away from the dieting because you are focusing on fueling your body and exercising, moving your body to help you feel the best version of yourself and being able to do things that you were not able to do before. There's just few extreme approaches out there that I have come across recently. We still have diets out there that are encouraging women to eat 1,000 or less than 1,000 calories, and not really helping women to understand what calories are and what they need to be eating within their calories. Yes, calories matter 100%, but what you eat within the calories is so important, because it will impact how you feel, how you sleep, and your mood. There's still a lot of short, like 6 week shred programs out there focusing on the quick body transformations. Again, we are focusing on quick fix, and still out there programs that offer cash to the top three best transformations, and not really thinking about long-term lasting results. I have also come across some all or nothing programs where you have to commit for certain amount of days, and there is just no no day off. And basically, if you don't follow the program the way that they set it, you have to start again. So again, it's not really helping you to overcome the days where it's hard to stick to program, where you really need to adapt it rather than quit it or start from the beginning. But it's chasing something within certain amount of time. Um, and then usually all these programs lead into overeating later in the week, later in the month, because you restrict so much and your routine just looks so strict that your body will eventually start craving the things that you are not having. And all of these approaches that I have just mentioned will just leave you in the on and off, in the all or nothing mindset, because they're not sustainable. So you finish one program and then you go back to your old habits, and then you somehow find yourself back to square one. Whereas what really sustainable training and health and fitness routine should look like is finding what works for you. So when I work with my clients, first thing I do is I ask for their like a 7-day diary, 7-day movement, sleep, moods, and nutrition diary. This helps me understand where they are. And then I try to meet them and I try to coach them to, no, I don't try. Okay, let me rephrase that. I meet them where they are and I then coach them from that point. I do not change things upside down for them, so it's not realistic and it's not achievable. But I meet them where they are, and that's the baseline. And from there, we are increasing movement. We are increasing, adding strength training. I have clients who start with 10-15 minutes workout. I have clients who do 1 hour workout. So again, it just really depends on where they are. In terms of nutrition, so I analyze the nutrition and I give them recommendation in terms of what I believe will give them better energy, will make them feel less bloated, and will improve the mood and sleep. And I also preach about the 80-20 balance, where 80% we should be eating in line with our goals, and then allow 20% for something that you like. I think it's also important for women in 35 or 40 plus is to understand where you need time off. And I think I used to struggle with this, and I know some clients find it really hard to take time off. And actually saying no to things, you don't have to go to every event. You don't have to attend every event that is scheduled, because by saying no to certain things, you are saying yes to yourself and you are creating the space for yourself and what is important to you. And also understand your cycle, understand season cycle, menstrual cycle, hormone cycle, because if you then work with it, then life is just easier. I also do think that the training looks very different for everybody. So I would have clients who find it really difficult to exercise when they are on period. But I have clients who are absolutely fine exercising on their period. So it really just needs to be individualized and tailored to yourself. So with my clients, I mainly focus on helping them create a routine that helps them focusing on the positive, helps them feel stronger, fitter, and more confident, and a routine that brings a long-term change rather than short-term quick results that are really, really difficult to sustain. Now, today's episode is short because I did say I'm going to leave you with a little exercise to do. So if you have got a pen and paper, or just use your phone to create, to make some notes, I want you to write down one habit that you want to start with today. And this could be, I'm going to walk 5 minutes more or 10 minutes longer than yesterday. I'm going to eat 5 pieces of fruit and vegetables. I'm going to have protein with my breakfast. It has to be something really small and something achievable that you can achieve today. Okay, so this task is for today. Then I want you to think of one habit that you want to stop. And really call yourself out on it. Really, really call that habit out and list why it no longer serves you. And the best way to remove it is to replace it with the one that you choose you want to start with. And then if you actually focus on what you want to be doing, which is the habit you want to be starting with, you will then minimize the time to spend on the habit that you want to remove. And always focus on the positives. So even if you choose a habit you want to start with and you find it hard to complete today or tomorrow, uh, focus on the positive and think that something is always better than nothing. So doing 2 minutes walk is better than no walk. And it's about doing something instead of nothing, because all the small changes really count. So I have you got those habits written down? So one habit you want to start with today, one habit you want to stop, and focusing on the positive. So write down what you are happy about today. And it could be like, I've listened to your podcast and I feel more motivated, or I had a piece of apple and I feel really good for it. So celebrate it. And I then want you to carry on with that habit. I then want you to do it today, tomorrow, the day after, and 2 days after, and so on. Because you will create a very small change in your routine, and that one will hopefully inspire and motivate you to carry on with another habit that you want to add later in the month. So I'm going to finish today's episode with a little message to say that you don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep showing up for yourself and keep focusing on the positives. If you have enjoyed today's podcast, please rate it. Because if you rate it with a 5-star review, it will be pushed out so more people can listen to it. And please do share this episode with your friends or somebody who may want to listen to it and might find it helpful. I wish you a great day, and I'll speak to you soon.